Hello, Black community. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. And if not, just hang in there. Things will be okay. Last week, we talked about why are Black people not unified? And we broke it down into two main topics: the government, this country, was the number one reason, and the number two reason was Black people themselves. And we broke that topic down into three separate categories. So this week, we're gonna recap on the first reason why Black people are not more unified, which is because of this country. That's what we will discuss today. Why are Black people still looking to America for help? Why do we continue to look to this country for help? As long as we've been on this land under their rule of white supremacy, this country has never truly done anything to help us. Yet and still, we beg for help from a country whose sole purpose is to use us for its benefit. They don't want to kill us off, nor do they want us to leave. We saw that with Marcus Garvey. They want us here the way we are, a small group of divided and distracted people that they can control, manipulate, and use how they see fit. We are the poor working class that does all of their manual and service labor. We are the scapegoat for most of the crime and violence that happens in this country. And we are the poster child for all the controversial issues that they want to promote. They use us however they want to, just like an old rag, to clean up all their messes and then throw us away until they need us again. This country will never help the Black community build itself up to become a united nation. It doesn't benefit them. It does not benefit them. Reparations. There is no way this country, under its own power, will ever give the Black community reparations. That's the exact opposite reason why we are over here in this country. We are here to enrich this country, not for this country to enrich us. I bet they laugh at us marching and begging for reparations. Even though this country has given billions of dollars in reparations to other communities, Obama himself gave reparations to other groups, but of course, nothing for us. It's even written in their constitution that the descendants of the enslaved people shall never benefit or be taken seriously in this country. We've fought in every war this country has ever had since before it was founded, and still we have nothing to show for it. No generational wealth, low home ownership, and almost no Black-owned businesses in our own communities. Nothing that is economically substantial. Dr. Claude Anderson wrote, after slavery, Blacks owned less than 1/2% of the wealth in America. And today we still own less than 1/2% of the wealth in America. Do I need to say more? And when it comes to politics, we've been the People's Party, we've been the Republican Party, and now we are the Democratic Party. No matter what party we claim or support, we will never reap the benefits of politics. We've had our first Black president and nothing has changed. We put the present president in office and nothing has changed. Both Obama and Biden became president because of us. But they gave the spoils to the LGBT community, Native Americans, women, and Asians. Obama told us to pull up our pants and take off our house shoes, while Biden told us we ain't Black if we don't vote for him. Biden sent the police reform to Congress to die. and sent our reparations agenda to be studied, which is called stalling. While on the other hand, Biden signed executive orders to protect Asians. When will we get the message? This country is not for us, nor is it meant to prosper us. Our purpose here is to be used and exploited. Until we wake up, it will never stop. Why are we still even voting? Yes, our ancestors died for the right to vote, but we see what they died for and what we are still fighting for today. And remember, only the black community has to continue to fight for the right to vote. What they fought for and what we continue to fight for today has no true benefit in our community. Even when politicians start off with good intentions, trying to change the system from the inside, once they get inside the system, they become part of the system that they vowed to change, only to be used as a tool to control our community. Politics is not going to help us. So I ask again, why vote? Because we are only being used. I think as a united voting bloc, we should sit out the next few elections and let the Democrats use their other communities that they are so willing to share the spoils with, bring them to victory, because they certainly are not sharing the prize with our community. This country has done everything it can to divide and destroy the black community. They've killed our leaders. They infested our communities with drugs and even played a part in creating an atmosphere for gang violence. We cannot trust this country to do anything that will truly benefit us. Every effective leader we've had, they've killed and replaced with a hand-picked puppet, a facade. Someone on the outside looks and acts like a black leader, but on the inside, they promote a disguised agenda of inclusion and America first. Agendas that water down and divide our social and economic power in the black community. Whenever we allow other minority and gender groups to lump their agenda into our fight for advancement, it neutralizes us and eventually we are left out. That's the reason why other groups benefit more from our civil rights accomplishments than we do. We all know about the drug infestation into our communities in the 80s and 90s that was done to weaken and destroy our families and communities that we began to build in the 60s and 70s. It was all orchestrated by the government of this country. Where else in the history of the world do people ask for help from the nation that's at war with them? And yes, they are at war with our community, but we are too distracted to realize we're in a war. Black community, we cannot continue to look to or depend on this country to help us. We've got to look to and depend on one another for help. We are all we got. So if we are not unified together, having each other's best interest in mind, what do we have? We have nothing. Our communities will be obsolete and will fade away into obscurity. And in the end, they will have won the race. Let's not allow this to happen. We must unite as one and fight for our communities because we are one culture, one community. Check in with us next Sunday as we go deeper and expound more on why has Black people been so detrimental to ourselves. It's going to be real interesting. Talk to you later.